Today's game is brought to you in HD by EA Sports and Madden NFL 11. And welcome to Sun Life Stadium here in Miami. I'm Gus Johnson along with Chris Collinsworth. And welcome to this exhibition clash between the Lions and the Dolphins. Who do you see as the key players for this matchup, Chris?
Well, Gus, I've got my eyes on the two quarterbacks in this one. I had a chance to talk to both of these guys, obviously guys that have experience in this situation. They've been here before, and yet it's always so interesting. You can see a different look in their eyes when they're warming up. You know that they know the significance of these matchups, and it just adds another level of excitement to the football game. When you're talking about this kind of talent on the field, this should be a really good one. I know you're excited. I'm excited. Let's get it going.
Interesting, Chris. Great storyline here today, and we'll follow that storyline as this game moves on. Looks left. Here's a short pass.
Good defense all over the field that time. They had the deep routes covered, and when they tried to dump it off to the tight end, they were on it.
Short pass to his left. He's wrestled down at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about one like that being intercepted. Nobody on the defensive side could have caught that bullet.
Here's the pass. And he's tackled at the 40.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set him up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
He's brought down at the 36-yard line. 4 yards on that play. And that'll bring up second down. He's going to throw it. It's tipped and falls incomplete. No completion that time, and it'll bring up third down. The pass is away. He's tackled at the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their third first down.
They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Gets 5 on the run. Second down. 2nd and 5 coming up here. Ball on the 17. Tosses it out. Averill was there for the stop. Ricky Williams picked up a nice gain of 7 yards. That will give them the first. He throws downfield. Touchdown, Dolphins. The Dolphins with an impressive 9-play series. And they cap it off with a touchdown. Dan Carpenter puts it through, and it's a 7-point game. Miami is up a touchdown. Let's take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. Carpenter will kick it deep. Brown is back to receive the kick. And takes off from his own goal line. Gets it to the 21.
Let's see what they do with the play calling here. The last thing you can afford to have happen right now after that big drive is to go 3 and out.
Has a man to his right. Little flip.
Good job all the way around by the defense that time. Not only did they have the deep routes completely covered there, but they also had the check down well within their grasp.
Here comes the heat. And that sack will bring up 4th down as the offense couldn't get anything going on the series.
This quarterback's a tough guy, but man, you don't ever want to see your quarterback take a shot like that. That kind of a hit can really change the complexion of a game.
He makes it out to the 49. They'll start at the 49-yard line. They snap it to the back. It's a loss of 3. That brings up 2nd down. Now they've got a 2nd and 13 coming up. Brown takes the give, and he's tackled at the 49-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down with 8 yards to go. Short throw to the right. He's wrestled down at the 43-yard line.
I'm not the coach. I just run the plays.
They line up at the 43. He passes it. Delmas was there to bring him down. And this receiver just loves it when the defense is in man coverage.
Yeah, there's no better feeling than when you're coming off the ball and you know it's just you and the guy across from you. That's just good old-fashioned football, but you also know typically when you get man coverage, your quarterback is under pressure.
The running back has it. He's dropped down at the 25. 4-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. They line up at the 25. They'll go with the run once again.
So many times it's up to that backside blocker to get his guy on the ground, and it sounds ugly, but typically those guys are chopping at their knees and trying to knock them off their feet, so there's some cutback lanes.
Dumps it short. He's tackled at the 15.
Well, it doesn't take a private detective to figure out who's going to get the ball on this drive, does it? Catch number 3.
Good coverage downfield. That'll make it second down with 10 to go. Ball on the 15-yard line. They tackle him for a loss. We've played a quarter. The score, 7-0. Rolling out to his right.
Nice job on the line by the Lions.
Fourth down. This will be a 41-yard try. The kick is good. Miami looks ready to kick it away. Brown is deep, looking to return the kickoff. And he'll return it from way back at the 3.
It's only a two-possession game, but still they need to get their offense going before things start to get out of hand here.
Here's the long bomb. He got it. What a catch.
Pretty athletic play for a big guy. I tell you, as a quarterback, you see somebody make a play like that, you want to come back again and again.
So it's now 1st and 10 after the big pass play. They go with the pitch to the right.
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
Finds a way to get rid of it as he's hit. Brian Johnson makes his first catch of the game.
There's no way we're going down. We got to make some plays.
And they line up at the 15. Here's the give.
The Lions have had very little success running the ball so far, but that time they were able to create a little push and get some decent yardage.
"11 yards out. Pitch right. The stop was made by Langford. Just about 3 yards there. That brings up 3rd down. And they need just 8 for the score. They go with the run. And that was a nice gain there to get the 1st down.
You know, as a former wide receiver, I never liked running the football ever. I thought it should be banned from the game, but when you can run it like that, boy, it's sure easy to make those calls.
They hand it off again. Best gets 3 yards on the carry. Second and goal now. Going up top for the end zone. 3rd down coming up after that incomplete pass. They line up a few feet from the goal line. And they're not going to get it. Great stop. It's 4th down. And this should be an easy 3. The kick is good. Hansen will be kicking off. Camps under it. He will start from his own 5. The Dolphins settled for a field goal on their last possession. It goes straight to the back. Sheds the tackle. And he's tackled at the 27-yard line. It's 2nd down and 9 to go. They'll give it off here. Runs for 8 yards, and so it will be 3rd down. They say he was stopped short. 4th down. Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert. Brown takes it right side. Excellent job by the defense to force a 3-and-out.
I always thought the most important portion of any drive was that first down. It gives you a little offensive momentum going, but anytime you go 3-and-out, it is so tough on your defense. A lot of times, 3-and-outs translates to points against your team and a tired defense.
Holding by the receiving team. Repeat, 4th down.
And the offense is at their own 10. They'll work the left side. He hasn't had a good first half at all. Just can't seem to get through this defense. Lets it go deep. Streaks down the sideline. Touchdown, Motor City! Bryant Johnson is proving once again that he's an extremely versatile weapon, passing the century mark and receiving with that reception. The extra point to tie this game up. Hansen tacks on the extra point. Hansen looks ready to kick it away. And he gathers it at the 6-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we'll see if they can put something together after their last drive ended with a 3-and-out.
And as a quarterback, you have to start to recognize that. You just can't allow that safety to keep sniffing around that 8th man in the box and not throw the football. Essentially, they're daring this offense to throw it, and they're not taking advantage.
Flips it out short to his left. Drop for a 3-yard loss on the completion.
I don't think they fooled anybody on the defense with that one. They were just sitting out there waiting for it, and that's a loss.
They line it up at the 22. Has a man deep. His pass will fall incomplete. And the pass will fall incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on third down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
Ain't on our side.
Fourth down. The Dolphins lining up to punt. They drop the runner at the 35. Now is a good time to take a look at the Gatorade top performers. Tons of pressure. He's hit as he throws.
Good pressure that time, and they forced a bad throw. Not much he could have done with the pocket collapsing like that.
It's now second down, 10 yards to go. Still looking for an open man. And the tackle was made by Vontae Davis.
The Lions get another good chunk there. And so far, that's really been the story of this one. They drop back, they throw it, they move the chains on almost every pass play. What a first half for these guys.
And he's hit as he lets go of the ball.
Yeah, they brought the blitz, and the offensive line just unable to pick it up that time to force the incompletion.
Third down and 10 coming up here. Looks left. Here's a short pass. He's dropped down at the 29-yard line.
The Lions are doing a pretty good job in the passing game. The receivers are finding some space in the secondary, and the ball is getting there on time.
On the ground, up the middle.
Detroit stops the clock.
Just about 3 yards there. That brings up second down. Give to the tailback. The Lions will take a timeout. That is their second of the half. Facing a 3rd and 8 situation. He rolls out to the right.
Anytime you give up that quick pressure like that, very seldom are those passes completed.
It's 4th down. This one will be from 44 yards out. He missed it. The kick had the distance, but sailed right. He gets off the throw. He's brought down at the 42. He gains 8 with the reception. And 2 yards away here on second down. He lets it go. Hartline was the intended receiver on the play. Third down now. They'll need a couple of yards to convert for a first down. Short throw to the left. He's tackled at the 41-yard line.
And that was a little hum baby coming out of there from the quarterback. We've all heard about how strong his arm is, and we saw it there.
Goes through his progression. Houston bats the ball down. Second down coming up after the incomplete pass. Moves to his right. The ball is tipped away. Brandon Marshall was his intended target. They'll line up again on third down. Looking for a man. And he's tackled at the 35. Camarillo makes it 5 catches for the game.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
Miami takes a timeout. So that was their last timeout. They call on the field goal unit from 52 yards away. It's up and it's good. And we've come to halftime here. The score is 13-10. Detroit will get it first here in the second half. He's tackled and down at the 25. They'll set up shop at the 25. Looks for the safe short throw.
That's simply good design and execution on the pattern. They work hard all week in practice to make sure that on game day, they have that timing down perfectly.
He's searching for a receiver. He's dropped down at the 38.
Good completion for the Detroit Lions there, and this is a team that clearly struggled throwing the ball, in particular the turnovers a season ago. 16 touchdown passes, but 32 interceptions, but don't blame it all on Matthew Stafford. He threw only 20 of the 32 interceptions to go along with his 13 touchdown passes, so clearly a quarterback who's growing, who's figuring it out, but in this league, it takes time.
They give it off here. He's wrestled down at the 49-yard line. Has a man to his right. Little flip. Did he get there? We'll have a measurement.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
They didn't get it, and that's how close they are. It's third down now and just about the length of the football away from the first down marker.
Those are the kind of runs that really wear a defense down. You just keep pounding it in there, 3 yards, 4 yards, pick up 4 there, and a first down.
They line up at the 38. Short throw to the right. Davis, picked! Streaks down the sideline. And he's gone! And just like that, they make it a 2-possession game.
What a tremendous return that was, and even better, now you have a little breathing room when you look up at that scoreboard.
Carpenter looks ready to kick it away. Brown takes it at the 4. He returns to the 26. The Lions come back out looking for better results than their last time on the field. Handoff to the right. And he's tackled at the 40.
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action.
Yes, sir.
Best on the inside handoff.
And that was a run blitz on that play. They brought the middle linebacker effectively, filling all the gaps, and there was simply nowhere for the running back to go.
Look out, heavy pressure on him.
I don't think there's any play in football that's prettier than a perfectly executed blitz. If you time out the snap count, if you disguise it, if you don't tip it to the quarterback, you end up with results like that, big sacks, big plays.
He takes a hard hit as he throws. And he's gone. Next stop, Pater. Carpenter tacks on the extra point. Carpenter will be kicking off. Cam's under it. He will start from his own 5. The Lions turn the ball over on an interception their last time out. He's tackled at the 28-yard line. He's starting to show some frustration after another short game. This defense has really made it tough going. And it looked like someone on the offensive line jumped.
Offense. Repeat, second down.
Even the slightest twitch by an offensive lineman will draw a flag. You know, defensive guys really have a bit of an advantage. As long as they don't cross the line of scrimmage, they can jump and flinch and try and get that offensive line to react.
It brings up 3rd and long. They'll need 15. The Rock sitting at the 23. There's the deep throw.
Matthew Stafford is not the most accurate passer in the league. He lets balls get away from him sometimes, and occasionally they're fairly easy completions.
The Lions line up to punt. He's brought down at the 37. And they're already up big. That return just really puts them into position to make this thing a blowout. He's dropped down at the 39-yard line. Inside give. Brown gets about a yard on the play.
Man, oh man, that's what those defensive guys live for right there. A shot like that, and then they always get up and have a little something to say to you as you're going back to the huddle.
Pass is short right side. And it'll be 4th down following the pass deflection.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on 3rd down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
It bounces out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
The Lions are looking to dig themselves out of this big hole that they've dug themselves into, and at the very least, you have to show the guys on the other bench you're not going to roll over.
Short yardage situation here, 2nd and a yard. On the delay.
Yeah, on the delay, you're trying to get those pass rushers to take an outside route. You set inside as an offensive lineman and try and create a gap. That time they just came straight through this offensive line.
Now it's a 3rd down and 2. And it looks short from up here. Wow, the defense was certainly ready on that series.
And that's a humbling experience for any offense. When you go out there and have those 3-and-out series, you just go back to the sideline a little embarrassed, and the defense, they're upset.
And they down it at the 6-yard line. And it's pretty apparent that just about everything is working for these guys today. Henny hands it off. 2 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. It's 2nd down and 8 to go. Ball on their own 8. They give up the safety.
I can't believe they just let that happen. How do you give up a safety in that situation? Unbelievable.
And he's tackled at the 43-yard line.
The offense has to find a way to put some points on the board, and it has to start happening now.
Gives it to the back. Gains his way to the 49-yard line. The Lions start this final quarter with the football. They'll be looking for a quick score. He's going deep with it. Nearly picked off. He should have had that one. 3rd down coming up after that incomplete pass. Third down, and they need a couple of yards for the first. Gets it away. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. Bryant Johnson with his 5th grab of the game. Looks like the offense is a little excited down there.
Offense. Repeat, first down.
Well, no excuse there. The offensive line obviously knows the snap count, but I suppose it's easy to lose concentration with one of those big defensive linemen in your face.
Feeds it to the back. The offensive line just hasn't opened up many holes for him. He's really having a tough time out there. On the ground, right side.
You know, listen, I would never want to block a defensive lineman, so, I've seen these guys. I know these guys. They're big and they're nasty. But at least from an offensive standpoint, you have to try to get in their way.
It's 4th down. This will be about a 36-yard field goal.
False start.
Looked like someone might have jumped.
Repeat, 4th down.
Sims is guilty of moving early. The kick is good. Hansen will send this one deep. And he'll return it from way back at the 3. On their previous possession, they gave up the safety. Let's see if they have more luck on this drive. They'll work the left side. Brown gets 3 yards on the play. Miami is in the Wildcat formation. It's a direct snap. He fights forward to around the 29. So it's 3rd down. The offense will need about 4 yards to pick up the first. He's going to pass. He's dropped down at the 38. Brandon Marshall on the receiving end there, and that's catch number 1 in the game. He's been held in check so far. And we'll have a first down and 10. Here's the throw. He's got room. He's wrestled down at the 20-yard line. Hartline with his 5th grab of the game. Good gain through the air will set them up with another 1st down and 10. Fires it in the end zone.
He was going for the end zone, but the pressure that time on the blitz forced a bad throw, and that really was the difference on that one.
Hit and drop behind the line. So another 3rd down coming up for the offense. It's a pass. Touchdown, Miami.
Just a great route that time. No way that he wasn't going to catch that football and score with that one. That was beautiful.
The PAT is up and good. Carpenter gets ready to kick it away. He'll take it from the 2. He's stopped at the 24-yard line. The Lions will set up shop at the 24-yard line. He throws short. Burleson makes his 3rd grab. Surveys the field. Batted away by the defender. 3rd down coming up after that incomplete pass. From their own 33-yard line. He rolls out to his right. It's picked. Uh-oh, watch out.
Well, the Miami Dolphins have certainly been trying to improve their secondary over the past few years, and it looks like it's starting to pay off. 15 interceptions on the season a year ago, and already 3 in this one. Of course, you look back to last year, and it was Vontae Davis that led the way with 4 of those picks. So for the Miami Dolphins, a lot of draft picks, a lot of attention paid to the secondary, and it's starting to pay off.
Here's a look at today's Red Zone numbers, made possible by Old Spice Body Wash. Wham, bam! Thank you for smelling great, man. Flips it out short to his left. Touchdown, Miami. Chad Henne throws his third TD pass of the contest. And he adds the point after. A lot of game left. 4 minutes remaining in the quarter. The Dolphins, 41. The Lions, 15. Let's take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. Carpenter will send this one deep. Camps under it. He will start from his own 5. He gets back to the 29 before being stopped. On the ground, up the middle. I am a little surprised with that call.
No, at this point in the game, when you know that not only is the defense working against you, but so is the clock, a run call here probably is not a very good idea.
Derek Williams was the intended receiver. Goes for it all. It's knocked down. Excellent play by the defender. And the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
And those are the kind of big third down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
It's 4th down. The Lions are lining up to punt this one away. Gets to about the 34 and is stopped. Miami is in the Wildcat formation. They'll run the option. He fights forward to about the 36. Gives it right side. You would expect more from him and the offensive line. They haven't mustered up many yards on the ground. So they line up at the 35. They're looking at 3rd and 9. There are 2 minutes to go in this football game. Henney will hand it off. And he's tackled at the 38. The defense does its job and forces a quick 3 and out.
Yeah, nice job by the defense there, but offensively, now you have to begin to wonder just a little bit. They go back to the sideline, and you start questioning the play calling to some degree.
He angles it out of bounds at the 40. The defense played exceptionally well the last time this offense had the ball. Gets the pass off. Bryant Johnson with 7 catches now. Still looking for an open man. That incompletion will bring up 2nd down. He gets off the throw. He's tackled at the 12. Matthew Stafford is really carving up this defense with yet another completion. He's now up over the 300-yard passing mark.
False start. Offense.
Well, that's more than a little humiliating for an offensive lineman. Unfortunately, there's nowhere to hide after one of those, and yeah, they know national television is going to be talking about them as well.
You gotta go out there and execute, man.
Here's a look at today's Red Zone numbers made possible by Old Spice Body Wash. Smell like a man, man. It's a quarterback sack. Baker makes it to him for another takedown, his 2nd of the game. Searching for an open man. Clark was the intended receiver on the play. Looks like they decided to go for it here. Goes through his progression. It's tipped away. Great defense. The Dolphins will begin this drive at the 24-yard line. And the snap goes right to the back. He's dropped down at the 32-yard line. That'll do it from Sun Life Stadium. We'll have highlights of the action next. Here's today's swagger. Player of the Game, presented by Old Spice Deodorant. Here's the play that rocked the stadium, the Doritos Crunch Time Play of the Game.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports and Madden NFL 11.